Howdy, I'm Jason Lewis, and today on Auto Edit, I learned the title tool. That's right, gave myself a huge promotion as well. Hey, it's all about having fun. Today's car, however, is this 1982 Camaro Z28. Now this is my car. I overlooked this as a feature car because I just figured it was not cool enough. But my YouTube friend Shorty111R suggested that somebody might want to see it. He wants to see it, so here it is. Now, this car found me, I didn't find it. A friend of mine called me and said, look, I'm selling the car out of my garage, I've had there forever. And there's a good story behind that, I'll tell you in a bit. But once I got it, the goal was to build a performance car for as little money as possible that I could commute to work in, take to track days, and this car was a home run. Put a little crate motor in it, nothing fancy, 290 horse, GM Performance Parts replacement motor for this car. And while not a huge horsepower monster, it gets it done. Now, I put 410 gears in the back on this car, and I put a 6-speed transmission out of a 95 Camaro in here. So I've got the cards stacked as far in my favor as possible to get this thing moving. I've been at a few track days where I've hounded cars that cost way, way more than this thing. And that's fun. So I took a lot of pieces off of my Maverick project to complete this car, and sometimes I wonder if that was a good thing or not, because now I'm out of money on the Maverick, but I got this thing. It's fun to drive, so we'll enjoy it. The steering wheel, the harnesses, some of the roll cage, the bar that I made the roll cage out of this thing with, the seats for sure. Sometimes I wonder if that was the right call, but check this out. Let me tell you a little bit about the car. My friend, we'll call him Jim for the sake of this piece, called me up and said, look, I'm gonna sell this car. He drove it in the 80s, since this thing was new. Blew the head gasket in 1989, 1990, parked it in his garage, and there it sat for almost 20 years before I got the thing. So I decided to throw a bunch of go-fast parts on it and make it a track day car. But I still wanted to keep it nice so I could commute to work in it, take the wife for a little ride, and it still has the air conditioning. And it's been great. Now, when you're driving a car like this, you kind of have to keep in mind that you're in a 30-year-old car, and it wasn't really a high point for American cars. There's a lot of rattles and things, but for what it is, it's fantastic to drive. And that's what I love about it. It's pretty well balanced. It's, got enough power to get you around. And, the sound is wonderful. The Flowmaster I got on the back of this thing just is fantastic. Now, you wouldn't think it, but this car loves this twisty stuff. And I like driving it on it. And the whole point here was not to spend a lot of money, but to get a car that handles like that. I mean, come on. Come on now, gotta give it up. That's fun. So what I have underneath this car is the full Hotchkiss catalog of suspension pieces that all just bolted right on, some subframe connectors, I got the bare brakes, the T4 system on the front, and couldn't want more brakes. The thing is fantastic. And it's all really affordable stuff. Oh, squirrel. Now you may not recognize this next stretch of road from my other videos. I thought it would be kind of funny to back two kind of newer, refined, nice cars, and then this car. And holy crap, this car is a handful on this road. Oh man, and it's really low. It's still pretty fun. Terror factor, full effect right now. Jeez. I like to wrestle a bigger car around a mountain road. There's something fun about that. I mean, I don't dislike nimble little cars, but this is just my thing. Like, trying to get this car to stick like that is fun to me. There's a serious challenge to this. Yeah, see? So what the end result here is, for not a lot of money, I have a fairly competent, sporty car that I have a lot of fun with. And one final thing I'd like to leave you on, that T-tops rule.